What's going on, everyone? Jeremy from the Quartering, and a continued deluge of bad news from YouTube that is really starting to stress me out. Honestly, I don't really understand why all of the news coming out of YouTube has to be negative. We saw just the other day, they blatantly sided with someone who is, in my opinion, using the community guideline system as a personal weapon against anyone who criticizes her. We saw them side with somebody whose channel is, in my opinion, nearly 90% other people's content with a few random emotes of their face. YouTube is siding with people like this, and then they're putting out interesting new articles, new rules. YouTube CEO promises crackdown on controversial content. The problem with this is simple. What normal people call controversial is not what YouTube calls that. YouTube says any content that might be mean, any content that might go against the mainstream narrative, any content that makes the mainstream media look bad, anything along those lines seems to be deemed controversial. This is coming via reclaimthenet.org. YouTube CEO Susan Wojicki has given an update on the platform's approach to finding and removing what she deems to be, quote, controversial content, and will tighten up the policies that surround it. Wojcicki made the comments during an interview with NBC reporter Dylan Byers when asked whether she worries about that content moderation will forever be a problem for YouTube. Well, how about you just don't moderate it? I mean, you let the community police it. I mean, would it be that hard? Wojcicki told Byers that YouTube has brought a very clear social benefit, but added that it will continue scrubbing controversial content from the platform. Quote, "We are working really hard to find it and remove it." Well, that would explain why you're removing videos that are 10 years old. I mean, just earlier today, somebody with a 10-year-old video that about screaming in metal music and how it takes no talent got removed. It had millions of views. They're really digging deep. They dug back to the mid-2000s for iDubbbz versus Leafy videos and removed those. They removed a very popular video that slammed H3H3. These are cherry-picked solutions. Nonetheless, Wojcicki said, and always, again, tighten up those policies. She added, our goal is to be really responsive. Wojcicki also mentioned that the 50-plus policy changes YouTube has introduced over the past couple of years, which include its new hate speech and updated harassment rules. This is the problem. And by the way, everyone who always says it, I have a BitChute, bitchute.com/thequartering. I have a library, lib.ry/thequartering, I believe it is. Every alternate platform, I have a presence there. I will always promote alternative platforms, minds.com, even Gab until they flew off the handle. Any other option, I will continue to promote as I continue to stay on YouTube and fight the good fight. There's no point in walking away. That's giving up. You stay and you claw and you fight and you expose and you introduce as many people as you can to alternative platforms until inevitably you're gone. I am very certain that my channel will probably not be around forever. 2021, next year is going to be really rough. The rest of this year, in my head, the rest of this year is probably, when you have 50-plus policy changes, how on earth are content creators supposed to keep up with that? And you know how we usually find out about content and policy changes? When one of our videos gets taken down because of it. They send you a random email to some inbox that nobody even looks at anymore and say, oh, we've updated this new policy. And you get one of those 50 updates, okay? That's like one a week for an entire year. YouTube's new speech rules were introduced in June 2019 and obliterated many creators' incomes by triggering a massive wave of demonetization on the platform. We also know that YouTube will willingly bend the knee to outrage if the person is the right mixture of traits. Did I say that right? We can look at Carlos Maza, who had a legendary hissy fit that Steven Crowder was making fun of him, and it led to wide-scale changes on the platform. Mainstream media, as much as YouTube wants to be TV, they don't like YouTube. They haven't embraced YouTube, and any chance that they can get, they will disparage YouTubers. Why? Because we're eating their lunch. You look at guys like Styx Hexenhammer and Tim Pool. I don't care if you like them or not. You're talking about two guys that are combining for millions of views a day. All right. Do you think Fox News or CNN is happy about that when Styx is covering the same thing they do? No. We're their competition. And they will continue. This is what I don't understand about YouTube always willing to bend the knee to these people. If they have an opportunity to destroy us, they will do it. I digress. YouTube's updated harassment rules, which rolled out in December and punished creators for language that, quote, goes too far, were slammed by creators for ending comedy on the platform and preventing criticism of public figures. Oh, you can make fun of Trump all you want. You can say Trump has small pee-pee. You can say orange man bad. You can say small hands. You can say whatever you want. If it's the right target, YouTube doesn't care. This is, I wish I was just saying this as like a theory. But it's just proven time and time again. This week alone, multiple channels have been demonetized or had their content taken down because YouTube deemed it to be, quote, harmful or in violation of rules. Popular independent channel We Are Change was one of the channels that was demonetized, and its founder, Luke Rudkowski, said YouTube didn't cite any specific video or violations when stripping the channel of its ability to monetize. Earlier this week, YouTube also introduced sweeping changes that restrict what content creators are allowed to say on the COOF and prohibit videos that dispute the existence or transmission of it, as described by the World Health Organization and local health authorities. I mean, you can have this guy, look at this next headline, which is great. On YouTube, edu jokes are banned, but torture and eating live animals is thriving. What a perfect example. Another great article by Reclaim the Net. YouTube has already been ruined after cracking down on anything even remotely controversial on the platform, but one thing appears to be allowed on the platform is botched slaughter and eating of live animals in distress. The South Korean ASMR YouTuber known as Soyoung is facing backlash due to a video where she is seen ingesting a live octopus while viewers accuse her of being bad. Soyoung has become popular doing ASMR. However, though her notoriety on the platform has helped one of her videos reach more than 24 million views, the way she tries to stimulate viewers' ears has started to cause problems, munching on live animals. Unlike other YouTubers dedicated to ASMR, the young South Korean woman does not record herself simply making pleasant whispers into the microphone, but rather combines it with the practice of mukbang, eating in front of the camera. This week, YouTube community are calling her work awful. In fact, her most popular video, she is seen eating 6 live octopuses. The way she records herself cutting the tentacles off and cooking them is macabre, as the YouTuber clearly doesn't know how to properly do the job, leaving them in pain. The way Soyoung treats marine life has always been a concern for the users, but the number of complaints recently increased when Ethan Klein, one of the creators on the American YouTube channel H3H3, took a stand. Ethan Klein doesn't have any clout anymore. He can get videos that criticize him taken down, but that's about it. And you have, amid the increasing difficult economic circumstances that are facing online creators, YouTube has now suddenly demonetized a popular independent news outlet, We Are Changed. The channel has 622,000 subscribers, and many of its videos have amassed millions of views. This is exactly why this is so scary for me. This is why, look, I'm going to be straight with you because I believe you're not dumb, all right? Obviously, for example, last year on YouTube was very decent for me financially. You know why you don't see me rolling in a Lambo or wearing Rolex watches? It's because I paid down my debt and I bought land. And that's what I did with my money, because I know that at any minute, YouTube, well, I mean, this channel is just as big as mine and was completely removed, fired instantly, income stream cut off completely for having the wrong kind of opinions, I imagine. No explanation given. But this is why, you know, you see me, I've probably got about 10 shirts that I wear. I don't spend money on clothes. I don't spend money on, you know, fancy, I don't know, what do hype beasts spend money on? Jewelry? I don't know. I have like 3 hats. Because if you start feeling yourself on YouTube, that's when they get you. You've got to always be on the lookout, and you've got to always be really careful about what you say and how you say it. And it sucks. It really does. There are no clear rules. There's no real idea amongst the creator community what's okay, what's not okay. I mean, there are a handful of things, but the existence of somebody literally chopping up a living animal and eating it, you know, when that's okay, but making a joke about the size of somebody's forehead gets you not only a video removal, but a channel strike too. We Are Change is provided on-the-ground news reporting in Hong Kong and things going on in Paris. Last year, it scooped legacy media outlets and published an exclusive first-ever look at somebody's private island. It's scary out there. That's why, you know, creators are smart to use sponsors. If you're smart, that's why I don't push my subscribe star, but I would never judge a big YouTuber for having one, because unless you're making like family vlogs or Ouija boards at 3 a.m. videos, it could all just disappear immediately. And it's nuts. It's crazy out there, and it's only going to get worse and worse as they continue to squeeze independent content creators off this platform, and it just becomes endless clips of vapid, unfunny late night show talk show hosts. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.